Hey everyone, Sarah from Earth Spirit. How you going? I'm just doing the full moon general reading on for the full moon, the 8th of December 2022. It's actually the 9th today, but I couldn't get time to do it yesterday, but the energy's still around today, so that's okay. It's still going to come in accurately and work accurately. Yeah, I'm just wanting to touch on some things that are coming up and what's going on around in the world at the moment. Some of the readings I've done in the past, I kept getting the wolf in sheep's clothing, and that was obviously, I think, our current Prime Minister, because he's just not as he seemed, and so that's what that was trying to warn about when I was doing those readings. So this one I did try and do it, but the video cut out, so these are the cards that jumped out when I shuffled, so I won't have to shuffle again. I'll just use these ones, and I'll have to go over what I said again, and so I'll just bring that down. Okay, so this one was the first one who jumped out, which is breach, and it's whale. So this is talking about there's been a breach in our rights. There's been a breach with what's going on, what's happening in the world. Things aren't what they seem to a lot of people. Is a breach in our privacy with what they're trying to bring in with these digital IDs and things. It's a breach in our privacy. They're trying to do a lot of things that's actually a breach of what should be okay, should be allowed. So this is what this card is talking about, this whale. It's just a breach with regards to our rights and our freedom and everything else like that. So this one came in next, summer solstice, which is radiance, but this is about shedding a light on what's going on with these breaches. There's like multiple court cases going on with what's been going on in the world. So this is trying to shed a light on what's going on. Stand in your truth, speak your truth, stand in your power. It's also asking if you've been unwell. Getting some sunshine is really helpful. It can help you. It's a natural way to get better instead of taking chemicals and medicines and things. An alternative, things that are full of chemicals and things you don't know what's in them. So natural, beautiful sunlight is so healing, especially with colds and flus and things like that. So we need to get out there and connect. But it's mainly about shining a light on what's going on. There's many people trying to shine the light and on what's going on. And yeah, it's just things are starting to come out with regards to how our rights have been breached with this card here. Now this card here is meta vulnerability, so it's saying that there's many people who are vulnerable. If they're watching mainstream media, the news, all that sort of thing, they're just believing what they're being told on that. But there's a lot more to what's going on than what's on those. The mainstream media is not reporting everything. So these people are brainwashed into thinking these things, and it's affecting their health, and it's affecting, they're vulnerable because they're living in fear. So when you live in fear, you're very vulnerable, and it's a way of causing stress, anxiety. Your health, your immune system is going to be really bad because you're living in fear, so that causes stress. So yeah, it's just this is what's going on. So we've got to kind of shine the light and lift people out of this spot so they're not afraid and they're not living in fear and they're not vulnerable. So this one here, childhood and innocence. So yes, I think this is a lot of authorities and things are just claiming the innocence in regards to everything that's been going on. They're not involved, that wasn't their fault, they're passing the buck. So, but of course, you can't just keep passing the buck. Someone's got to take responsibility for the things that have gone on over the last few years. Yeah, it's also... There's also a lot of taking away people's innocence and inner child and that sort of thing. There's a lot of stuff going on around that you'll see about children too, but I'm not going to go into that. But it could be bringing up, for those of you who know what I'm talking about, could be talking about that as well. It's also just, I'm just trying to pick up what it's, yeah, I guess it's, what I keep getting is that a lot of people are innocent to what's going on. Again, around near this vulnerability, they're just trying to do what's right, trying to do what's best for themselves and everyone around them, and yeah, the people that have been behind all of this are just not taking the blame, not taking responsibility. So this one is release. So, you know, we need to release a lot of this negative energy that we're building up because of the circumstances that's been going on. You don't want to let it build up. It can cause toxicity in your body. It can cause stress and anxiety, depression. It can cause you to get dragged right down so that your energy is really low. So you need to release that so it doesn't build up in your body. Release any chemicals, release any bad energies. So maybe do a cleansing and a detox. So drink lots of water, detox, make sure the water isn't full of fluoride. Detox yourself with water and just cleansing with white sage. And release anything that's been, try and release anything, any fear that's been holding you back or making you feel, you know, really lowering your immune system and your energy. And this is Ocean Ebb and Flow. So this is one of my favourite cards. This is just what happens in life. We always go through difficult patches and then things start to flow. Now, it can't just keep going on with what's been going on. There's got to be a light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak, or a light that's shining down. It can't always be evil. There's got to be good. There's got to be a balance. So at the moment I feel that there is a lot of negative energy trying to rule over everyone at the moment, and this has got to be overcome with positive energy, with people standing their ground, people fighting for their rights and freedom, people fighting for, you know, to walk in the light, to stand in the light, to be in the light. So I think that, you know, this is just, it's just a classic case of a balance of good, evil, negative, positive, whatever you like to call it, and it's a bit unbalanced at the moment, so we need to get that flow back, we need to get that balance back, and yeah, so hopefully we can do that. I'm just going to pull another card. It's sort of starting to turn around, but I think we've got a long way to go still. So yeah, it's tsunami, it's a wake-up call. So this whole thing's a wake-up call. It's a perfect card to things that are going on in the world, things that are happening. But this isn't the only reason it's happened, just to awaken people. It's also just because the world's unbalanced at the moment with the negative and positive energies, and we need to get that back in balance. So this is spreading love, joy, happiness, being kind to people, being there for people, just sending love and light during meditation. I don't really like saying sending love and light because it's just a sort of a generic thing that lots of people say, but I mean, when I say that, I mean sending lots of love to everyone from your heart chakra, sending lots of light, as in you know, staying out of that dark side of things and staying in the light side of things. But you do have to have a balance of dark and light. But you know, I think the balance is a bit tipped the wrong way at the moment, so we need to get that balance back. So that's really important to sort of see what's going on and to be aware of you know, what we can do to help. So you know, coming from here with the green light from our heart chakra and spreading it out to everyone, to all around the world, if you like, during meditation. And then imagine a white light emanating from you. That's where the love and the light, spreading that positive light around the world instead of the darkness that can take over if it's unbalanced. So this is what I'm getting around that. It's just the way things go, and sometimes it gets unbalanced, like anything in nature can get unbalanced, and anything in life can get unbalanced. We need to get that balance back by being there for one another, caring, loving, and being kind. So just do your best to do that if you can, and hope this helped. Hope this gives a bit of hope, and lots of love, magic and blessings to you all. Thanks for listening and watching. See you, bye.